It hangs above us almost every night, a pale lantern, pulling the tides, marking our calendars, inspiring poets, guiding explorers. The moon is the most familiar object in the night sky, our eternal companion. And yet, beneath its comfort, lies a secret. The moon shouldn't exist, at least not in the way it does. Its very presence breaks planetary science. For decades, scientists have tried to explain how Earth ended up with such an enormous satellite. By cosmic standards, our moon is absurdly large relative to its planet. Most moons are tiny compared to the worlds they orbit, captured asteroids or frozen chunks circling gas giants. But Earth's moon is different. Massive, spherical, geologically complex. It stabilizes our planet's tilt, shapes our climate, and may even have been essential for life itself. And yet, how it got here is one of the deepest mysteries in planetary science. The leading explanation is the giant impact hypothesis. According to this idea, billions of years ago, a Mars-sized body, nicknamed Theia, smashed into the young Earth. The collision was catastrophic. Both bodies were partly vaporized. A disk of molten rock and vapor circled the Earth, and from that disk, the moon coalesced. It is a bold and elegant theory. It explains the moon's size. It explains why the moon is less dense than Earth, with a smaller iron core. It explains why Earth spins rapidly and why our days are the length they are. For decades, it seemed the mystery was solved. But then came the problem. If the moon formed mostly from Theia, we would expect its chemical fingerprints to be different from Earth's. Planets, after all, are born in slightly different regions of the solar nebula, and each has its own isotopic signature, a kind of planetary DNA. Mars, Earth, and asteroids all bear distinct isotopic ratios. So, too, should the moon. Yet when scientists analyzed lunar rocks brought back by the Apollo missions, they found something astonishing. The moon and Earth are nearly identical. Their isotopic ratios are so close, it is as if they were forged from the exact same material. No other two bodies in the solar system share such a perfect match. This was not what the giant impact theory predicted. So, what happened? Did Theia coincidentally have the exact same isotopic fingerprint as Earth? That seems wildly unlikely. Or was the impact so violent, so thorough, that Earth and Theia's materials were completely mixed, blending their identities before the moon formed? That requires extreme conditions that are hard to model. Some scientists even suggest Earth's crust and mantle were vaporized entirely, mixing into a planetary soup from which both Earth and Moon reassembled. A dramatic vision, but still speculative. Other theories try to bypass the problem entirely. One suggests the Moon co-formed with Earth from the same region of the protoplanetary disk. If true, their isotopic fingerprints would naturally be the same. But this fails to explain the Moon's strange chemistry. Why it has less iron, why its volatile elements are depleted, why it lacks the deep metallic core of Earth. Another possibility is that the Moon was captured, a wandering body snagged by Earth's gravity. This could explain differences, but not similarities. The Moon's orbit is too circular, too stable for a simple capture. And again, the isotopic match remains hauntingly precise. So, we circle back to the same conclusion. None of the theories work perfectly. The giant impact explains dynamics, but not chemistry. Co-formation explains chemistry, but not dynamics. Capture explains neither. Every scenario breaks at the seams. The Moon exists, but the story of how remains unsettled. And this matters, because the Moon is not just an ornament in the sky. It is central to Earth's story. Its gravity steadies our planet's tilt, preventing wild swings that could have made climate chaotic. Its tides may have nurtured the first life. cycling pools of water and minerals in ways that promoted complexity. Its very presence shaped Earth into a habitable world. If we cannot explain the Moon, we cannot fully explain Earth, or the conditions that gave rise to us. Some researchers are pushing new ideas. Perhaps multiple impacts built the Moon from repeated collisions with Earth. Perhaps Earth once had a disk of molten vapor, what scientists call a synestia, a swollen, torus-shaped cloud of rock and gas from which the Moon condensed. Perhaps exotic physics we do not yet understand shaped the outcome. Each model tries to thread the needle, explaining both the Moon's size and orbit and the uncanny chemical resemblance. None has one consensus, and so the Moon remains an enigma, the most familiar object in the night sky, and yet its origin unsettles science itself. Imagine that. Humanity has walked upon it, mapped it, measured it, tasted its dust, and still we cannot explain how it came to be. This is not just a curiosity, it is a reminder of humility. Planetary science is young. Our models of formation are fragile. If the Moon breaks those models, then the universe is telling us something profound. We may not fully understand how planets themselves come into being. And if that is true, then even the story of life is incomplete. Because Earth and Moon are partners in our survival. Forged together in some ancient fire, we still struggle to comprehend. Someday, we may learn the truth. Future missions may probe lunar rocks with greater precision. Simulations may capture physics we have not yet accounted for. Perhaps we will discover relics of Theia, hidden deep in Earth's mantle, or trapped in lunar minerals, a ghost signature waiting to be uncovered. The Moon's secret is not eternal. It is only waiting. But until then, the mystery lingers. Every time you look up and see the silver face of the Moon, remember, it shouldn't exist. Not like this. Not with this orbit, this chemistry, this uncanny closeness to Earth's own signature. It is a riddle written in stone, floating above us, as old as Earth itself. And maybe that is what makes it so haunting. The Moon pulls our tides, lights our nights, inspires our myths, but it also pulls at our ignorance. It refuses to fit neatly into our theories. It is both a companion and a challenge, a reminder that even the most ordinary-seeming things can conceal the deepest mysteries. So the next time you see it rising, think not of what you know, but of what you don't. The Moon is not just a lantern in the sky. It is a question so vast that it breaks planetary science, a question that may hold the key to understanding Earth and ourselves.